From Nebraska's trusted news source, this is Channel 8 News at 5.
Coming up tonight, great news for UNL students when it comes to tuition.
Plus, the Federal Reserve announcing the largest interest rate hike in nearly 3 decades.
But first tonight, after severe weather last night, we take you to multiple towns that were hit hard. Good evening, everyone, and thank you for joining us. People across Nebraska waking up to storm damage this morning.
6 severe storms rolling through the state overnight, and we have team coverage tonight. We start with Joseph Nasser, who was in Seward County earlier today. He joins us in the studio with the latest. Joseph, what'd you find?
Good evening, Rod and Megan. I spoke to owners of Seward businesses who are waking up to some of that damage that we discussed from yesterday's hailstorm. Let's take a look just off of I-80. You can see Walmart with damage to its storefront. Carts tipped over in the wind a few blocks down. The McDonald's sign with pieces on the ground after yesterday's hail. Of course, Walmart and McDonald's are global brands. Let's take a look at a local landscaping business, Rummery Lawn and Landscape. It's been in the Seward community for 23 years. Today, the business owner waking up to tens of thousands of dollars in damage.
I called my dad I was running back to my house in Utica, and just watching the golf ball size hail, I knew that his business would be at risk.
On Tuesday night, 18-year-old Justin Rummery had to make one of the toughest phone calls of his life to inform his dad, his hero Jerry, that the family business, Rummery Lawn and Landscape, could be in trouble.
He called me and he says, "Dad, you better, it's hailing here pretty bad." I knew that there was something, something major that had happened, and when I drove out here, this is what we encountered.
Rummery estimates more than $50,000 of damage to the business after a hailstorm hit Seward on Tuesday, including extensive damage to siding, greenhouse covers, plants, and company vehicles.
Out of our fleet of 12 trucks, I have 2 trucks that are drivable right now. With shortages from windows to siding already in the industry, I don't know how long this is going to take. It's going to take, everybody's telling me, months to get this back to some state of normal.
Rummery Lawn and Landscape has been Jerry's life's work. He started the company in Seward back in 1999. It's been at its current location since 2011.
I've helped my dad with sod since I was 9-10 years old. I've seen it grow from just a plot of land by the interstate to a business that's really taken off. So seeing the damage to it, it hurts. I know we'll get past it, but it sucks.
Seward welcomed us in this community. It's a wonderful community, and welcomed us here, so we're thankful for that.
Special thank you to Jerry for sharing his story, his family business's story. He tells me that the doors will be closed for the rest of the week as his team works to assess the damage. He says he's hopeful to open back up in some capacity next week. As for how you can help out, he tells me that the well wishes, texts, and Facebook posts have gone a long way. They've been very touching to him and his family as they try to build back to some semblance of normalcy for that family business, Rod and Megan.
Yeah, you think about all of the time they've spent investing in this company and business. Thank you so much, Joseph, for bringing us their story. And just east of Seward, some fields of crops were shredded by hail.
This is between Malcolm and Branched Oak State Park along Northwest 112th Street. As you can see, a lot of corn damage. For the most part, farmers have a couple options. They can either replant with some short season crops, or if they have crop insurance, they can get some of their projected income from this year's yield. We also had a reporter in the Greenwood area today speaking with neighbors and business owners about what they experienced.
That's right. Channel 8's Ariana Martinez tells us what she saw out there today. Ariana?
Yes, Rod and Megan, Greenwood definitely got hit last night with some damaging winds. Everyone I spoke with was okay physically, thank goodness, but a lot of them had were hard at work all day picking up the tree limbs and assessing the damage. This video right here shows how one family woke up to a tree on top of their house and it just barely missed their car. Another family woke up to their greenhouse blown clear across the street. Others are without power after some lines were ripped off the pole, and some roads are flooded from last night's rain.
I've never experienced anything like that last night. The wind blowing, I had rain coming in through the doorways and hail.
Now, Miriam has lived in the area for 25 years, but she isn't the only one who said it was the worst. Another gentleman said he has lived in the area for around 60 years and said that last night was even worse than other tornadoes he's seen in the area. Now, tonight on the news at 6, hear from more community members about their storm experience, as well as some very nice people who have stepped up to help many clean up after the storm.
All right, thank you so much, Ariana. We should also mention that we're going to have a report from Beatrice, where they had a lot of hail damage. Roofing companies very busy, so that's coming up later tonight as well. For now, let's check in with Chief Meteorologist John Dissauer. Much quieter today, John.
A good day if you're doing some cleanup, because we saw cooler temperatures, a lot of clouds for the first half of the day, and as expected by late afternoon, skies began to clear. In fact, as we take a live look right now from Allo Communications, you can see we've got clear skies right now in Lincoln. Temperatures are significantly cooler than this time yesterday, down 15 degrees in Lincoln as well as in Beatrice, where it's currently 78 degrees in Lincoln and 78 in Beatrice. At 78, Lincoln is notable for today because if we don't reach 80 degrees within the next couple of hours, this will be the first time we have failed to reach 80 degrees in 11 days. So nearly 2 weeks has been since we've seen temperatures this cool. Back to the west, you can see it is warming up a little bit out towards Broken Bow. It's 86 degrees in North Platte, and Ogallala coming in at 89 degrees. Skies are clear for the entire state of Nebraska. Maybe a couple puffy clouds out there, and that's really about it. Again, mainly clear skies. That's going to be the story for tonight. In fact, we're going to have some cooler temperatures than what we've had as of recent. 78 degrees at 6, 78 degrees by 8, clear skies by 10, down to 71. We will be dropping down into the 50s by tomorrow morning, but don't get used to it. We've got heat and humidity returning, including triple digits. That's coming up in my Storm Alert Team forecast.
Ouch. Okay. Thanks, John. A new initiative is aimed at removing poisonous lead paint from homes of lower-income families.
City health officials say that lead exposure in children can cause damage to their brains and nervous systems.
The pandemic is not the only health challenge that demands action in our community. We have long recognized the devastating impact that lead exposure has on children and families, and our public health and housing agencies have been leading our efforts to reduce lead exposure.
Now, city officials say they will inspect homes and apartment buildings and correct the issues at no cost to the owner. Each year, more than 100 local children test positive for high lead levels. The best way to prevent poisoning is regular checkups, and the health department is going to offer lead testing services at its health clinic starting on July 5th. University of Nebraska President Ted Carter held a briefing today announcing the university's budget proposal for 2022-23.
It includes another year of tuition freezes as the university system hopes to continue to attract students with more affordable tuition rates compared to other similar universities.
Some of this is a little bit of advertising, to be quite honest. I mean, how do we get our message out so that, people are making tough, life-changing decisions right now, as we talked about the landscape of the environment that we're in terms of economics. We want to make sure that this is still part of the calculation that somebody says, I want to go to college. We're still an affordable and accessible place where you can come and graduate in 4 years and be ready to go on.
The budget also includes a 1.3% spending increase, mainly to increase mental health services, but that amount is below current rates of inflation. When adjusted for inflation, the university's budget has been brought down to the level it was at a decade ago. That's because the $48 million in cuts started in 2020 will be realized in 2023. The proposed budget will go to the Board of Regents for approval. And now to your money. The Federal Reserve aggressively raising interest rates again today, the third time they've done that this year.
The move is an attempt to bring down record high inflation, but it's expected to have an immediate impact on how much Americans will have to pay to borrow money, and it's already sparking fears of a possible recession or worse, stagflation. ABC's Jay O'Brien has the latest from Washington.
Tonight, the Federal Reserve announcing the largest interest rate hike in nearly 3 decades, raising rates by 0.75%, trying to cool off an overheating economy and bring down record high inflation.
We at the Fed understand the hardship that high inflation is causing.
The rate increase sparking fears the economy could enter into decline, causing a recession, or worse, so-called stagflation, when rate hikes don't bring down prices, but do slow the economy to a point where wages stay stagnant and unemployment rises. The more the Fed raises interest rates, the more Americans have to pay to borrow money, affecting everything from credit cards to mortgages. The average 30-year mortgage rate already up from 3% at the start of the year to above 6% now. All while the typical American family is now paying an additional $350 every single month. Gas prices alone up 49% compared to last year. President Biden now sending this letter to the major oil companies, blasting them for raking in record profits while so many Americans are hurting, and calling on them to increase their production of gas and diesel to help lower prices.
Jobs are back, but prices are still too high. COVID is down, but gas prices are up. Our work isn't done.
But Americans still feeling pain at the pump.
Everything is going up except our paychecks, and this is not right.
President Biden is expected to address those record-high gas prices when he travels to the Middle East next month to meet with leaders from that region, especially Crown Prince Mohammed bin Salman of Saudi Arabia, to pressure them to increase their oil production. Jay O'Brien, ABC News, Washington.
And coming up, historic flooding forcing parts of the iconic Yellowstone National Park to close.
We'll take a closer look at that and your full forecast after the break. Now to the flooding emergency at Yellowstone National Park.
Floodwaters washing away homes, destroying bridges, and stranding park visitors and residents. ABC's Morgan Norwood has the story.
Historic flooding forcing parts of the iconic Yellowstone National Park to close. Days of rain coupled with the rapidly melting snow causing the Yellowstone River to rise to a record 15 feet. The current so strong it swept away roads, bridges, and this massive two-story home. The flooding emergency mounting, rescue crews rappelling from bridges to homes surrounded by water. ABC's Will Carr's there in Montana.
Some neighborhoods still underwater. The big concern right now is when these waters finally recede, how much damage will be left behind.
Meanwhile, thousands of visitors ordered out of Yellowstone Park in areas overtaken by floodwaters.
We started seeing that some of the tables at the campsites were underwater, and that kind of led to a mad scramble to get out of there.
The race to safety, a dangerous one.
Whoa.
Rocks tumbling from the mountain down below, just narrowly missing cars. And after being trapped, Angela Chen and her family fortunate enough to escape.
The townspeople are awesome. I mean, they went out their ways to make sure that we're comfortable.
And no injuries or deaths have been reported as a result of that flooding. Yellowstone National Park, though, will be closed through at least the remainder of the week. I'm Morgan Norwood, ABC News, Los Angeles.
Now, your Storm Alert Team forecast with Chief Meteorologist John Dessauer.
Well, it took a little while today to get the clouds out of here, but it finally popped about mid-afternoon, and we've got clear skies. As we look off to the south and southwest from the station, you see all the traffic along Highway 2 there, along 13th and 14th Street on the south side of Lincoln. Now you can see also, you probably are enjoying some cooler temperatures across the area, so some nice weather if you are doing some storm cleanup this afternoon outside. It's 78 degrees right now at the airport, 79 degrees at East Campus. We do hit 80 degrees on the south side of town down along Yankee Hill Road. Of note, with the airport temperature of 78, this is the first time we have failed to reach 80 degrees. Now we'll wait until the 6 o'clock hour observation before we can say that with 100% certainty, but the first time we haven't reached 80 degrees in 11 days in the capital city. It's 78 degrees right now in Beatrice, 75 up in Omaha, a bit warmer as you head further to the west, where it's 82 degrees in Grand Island, where you saw sunshine earlier. You're allowed your temperatures to warm up. And there's just a slight heat index out there, raising temperatures by about 2 degrees in Lincoln, where it feels like it's 80 degrees. Should not have the lightning bolts in there. That was from last night. I forgot to take that off. But we will see clear skies tonight. Temperatures drop from the upper 70s at 6 and 8 o'clock and dropping down into the low 60s, eventually into the upper 50s by tomorrow morning. So some slightly cooler air coming our way for tonight. 59 in Lincoln, 61 in Beatrice, and 59 degrees for low temperature tonight in Seward. Through the day tomorrow, we'll see mainly sunny skies. As we head towards the afternoon hours, we'll start to see a few clouds begin to bubble up. By noon, temperatures will be in the low to mid 80s. We're on our way back into the 90s. But notice what happens as we head towards the afternoon. We'll start to see a few showers and thunderstorms developing. We'll see if my clicker wants to move along here with us. If not, I'm going to have to go over there and manually do it myself. Let me walk over there because the clicker's decided to just stop working on me here. So I want to show you, though, because as we head towards the afternoon hours, there will be a chance for a few scattered showers and thunderstorms developing towards the afternoon. And, well, the computer's not going to cooperate too well with me either right now. So let's try this again here. Let's go back to this. I want to show you we'll have some thunderstorms developing as we head towards the afternoon from Lincoln over towards Nebraska City. That's probably popping up about 3 o'clock in the afternoon with a chance for an isolated shower or thunderstorm. As we head into the evening hours, we'll have another chance for a few thunderstorms perhaps developing off for the far eastern part of the state. You can see this little broken line of thunderstorms popping up by around 10, 11 o'clock tomorrow night. So we'll have to keep an eye on these. A couple of these could be once again, some hailers developing with these thunderstorms. So something we'll be watching again tomorrow evening into late tomorrow night. You can see by early Friday morning, these start to push off to the east pretty quickly. Turning ahead, Friday through Monday, an excessive heat watch has been issued by the National Weather Service. Does not include Lancaster County at this point. Wouldn't be surprised that we do get included at some point. But from York and areas to the west, in southern and southwestern portions of the state, that excessive heat watch, where we could see heat indices into the triple digits. In fact, I think on Friday we're probably the lower 100s in Lincoln, lower 100s on Saturday, perhaps up to 105 on Sunday. Feeling like 103 on Monday, and then we were back to 100 degrees on Tuesday is what it's going to feel like. 7-day forecast, 96 degrees on Friday with a heat index of 104. Hazy conditions Friday and Saturday, I think. 100 degrees for an air temperature on Saturday. Up to 102 on Sunday for Father's Day, feeling like 105. Monday, we'll have a high temperature of 101, and then it turns a little windy as well Sunday and Monday. On Tuesday, we'll have a chance for an isolated shower or thunderstorm, and then scattered showers and thunderstorms moving over the area on Wednesday. An isolated chance for a thunderstorm on Thursday, but temperatures returning again back into the upper 90s. So we're stuck in this pattern now of a lot of heat and humidity around here for at least the next 10 days.
I know a lot of folks cleaning up damage today from the storms, but I'm so thankful for the break from the heat. At least give them a nice day to be able to clean up and get out there.
Yeah, you're getting one day. Now, once we get into tomorrow, again, the temperatures are back into the 90s, and you're going to start to notice the humidity a little bit. Not terribly bad, but just a little bit. And again, we'll have to watch out an isolated thunderstorm during the afternoon, and then again tomorrow night.
All right, thank you, John. Yeah. A positive day on Wall Street today. The Dow is up over 300 points. NASDAQ up 271. Here are your numbers. You're watching Channel 8, Nebraska's trusted news source.
Mow Day, a time of fanfare and pride, and another week with the neighborhood's best yard, because you drafted the MVP of all mowers. A comfortable seat and adjustable controls bring the battle to your turf, not your backside. Ride like the wind on your solid steel stallion, and give the fans something to cheer about, because it's your day. It's Mow Day.
Next ET, only we're with Tom Brady. Why the GOAT is roasting himself now.
I'm not leaving.
Plus, big exclusives with Keith Urban and Chrissy Teigen with her mom Pepper. Next ET.
Weeknights at 6:30 on KLKN TV.
As the sun's coming up, we're here to help you greet the day.
Getting answers to the important questions.
What's new overnight?
What's happening right now?
And what to plan for in the day ahead.
Wake up with Channel 8 Morning News.
There are new 2022 Kias arriving daily at Kia of Lincoln, Lincoln's favorite place to get a deal. Get your order in today. Kia of Lincoln, 1145 North 48th Street, always open at kiaoflincoln.com.
See care in a new light at Madonna Rehabilitation Hospitals, where top medical minds lift you up, where the very best in specialized rehabilitation brings out your very best, where over 60 years of breakthroughs in research and technology spark your newfound strength. In our world-class hospitals, this is something greater than rehabilitation. It's renewed strength for life. Learn more at madonnarehab.org.
We're celebrating the start of summer with interest-free financing until January 2024. Going on now through Sunday at Cush's 7-8 Furniture. Swing by.
And finally tonight, a narrow save for a group of climbers who were stuck in a canyon.
And a town transforms itself into a giant picnic blanket, all in the name of art. Jen Sullivan has a closer look, and tonight's Take a Look at This.
He's on the move. A daring helicopter rescue caught on video. A group of climbers had to be rescued from a canyon in Utah after state officials say they had been stranded for 30 hours. Local media say that 17 of the 19 stranded were kids. The Utah Department of Public Safety captured this video of the very narrow save. It happened Friday at Utah's Garfield County Santhrax Canyon.
3, 2, 1 on the ground.
Garfield Sheriff James Perkins says it took several hours to get everyone out.
You get a heaviness in your chest and you just say a little prayer and throw everything you got at it.
Luckily, rescuers managed to hoist everyone out safely. And now to this, a Texas man going viral for using a pool noodle to fend off his pet emu. That's Cosmo, charging at his owner, Toby Wilson, who's mowing the lawn.
I tell him, I say, look, Bird, you better get away. Don't do it. Don't do it. I'll give you the noodle.
Toby says he started using the pool noodle to keep the big bird away, but it hasn't actually worked. The videos have been a hit on TikTok. And finally, this town transformed its streets into a giant picnic blanket, one white and one red square at a time. Feast your eyes on this. You're looking at the town of St. Gallen in Switzerland. 2 local artists came up with the idea. Nearly 3,000 pieces of cloth were used. And in the end, groups gathered and sat down to enjoy their own picnics. For Take a Look at This, I'm Jen Sullivan.
Very impressive. And you know, we always try to leave you with a smile on your face as we end our newscast. John, we're smiling today, but we might not be for, what, the next 10 or so?
You need to go run outside and soak it all in, all this nice cool air, or cooler air, because yeah, the heat is returning. We've got temperatures back into the 90s tomorrow. We should make up to 93 degrees tomorrow in Lincoln. Clear skies right now, 78 degrees at 6, 78 by 8, 71 degrees by 10 o'clock. We'll see temperatures dropping into the upper 50s by early tomorrow morning.
Rod, could you do that one more time? You know what John reminded me of?
Just soak it up.
He reminded me of those big yellow things at like car dealerships
that
blow in the wind.
Yeah. Sail here, bye.
Yes, that's what you reminded me of there, John.
John, you and I could do that part-time, you know, and out in front of car dealerships or something, like get people's attention.
Do you see, they make me laugh every day, every day.
We try.
Well, that is all the time we have. Hopefully you're laughing too. Thank you, John, and thank you all for joining us.
World News is next. See you back here at 6.
With the Channel 8 Eyewitness News mobile app, you'll be the first to know. Get alerts about breaking news and weather, all in the palm of your hand.
It's your day. Find happy. Make it a Capelli day. During Capelli Days at Amigos.